Hi, my name is Shanette, and I also run Cordyceps pages by the Bhutanese name called Yartsa Goenbub, and my Bhutanese name is Pema Chok-Ying. I came around Cordyceps almost about 6 years back when I traveled to Bhutan as a tourist, and after that I've been visiting. And one of also a good trips that I have encountered Cordyceps was my second trip. Within the same year, I first went to Bhutan, and as everyone know, Cordyceps has been a very special medicinal properties for ancient Chinese, and also even for the Chinese now, and also for the Himalayans, Highlanders, and also the Bhutanese. Bhutan has a very special harvest seasons in June, and I'm going to share a little bit about Yartsa Goenbub, the red-eye wild cordyceps from Bhutan, and is only harvest in the month of June, and only harvest by the mountains societies up in the north of central Bhutan, which is Laya and Lunana, and also in Bumtang, which is in the central. And they have to walk almost about 2 weeks, some of them even 10 days before they start harvesting, and the permit are given to the Highlanders after the legalization from 2004. Okay, and as you can see from here, these are the big cordyceps, and these are the wild cordyceps over here. Okay, and why is it so special? Again, because it's wild, and it speaks for itself because there is no spores breeding happening in the kingdom of Bhutan, because they are very compliant with the permits that they grant to the local mountains. Cordyceps is very precious in terms of the commodities and the price, and I'm going to share how you're going to know whether the cordyceps is totally naturally dry and also stored properly. In each cordyceps, you're going to see the freshness coming from the inside the stem. When you peel it, it is white in color, and around it you can actually witness the color is full and is beige color, meaning there is no sulfur, there is no preservative been added to the process of preserving it. And for me, I actually put it in a freezer after it's been harvested from Bhutan. I went through the channel of export with BAFRA. BAFRA is the local agriculture department that we have to get approval for all the different class and also the weight that we are going to export out of the country. And after getting it from the harvester, which is through my own source, because I've been traveling to Bhutan, also managing a travel agency guest. While on travel every year, I also bring back the Bhutan wild cordyceps, especially in the month of July. Yeah, especially the middle of the cordyceps, you can see whether it is preserved correctly, and also the brittleness of it. You can actually hear it's not soft and it's solid, and this is also to make sure that the preservation is correctly done. For me, I've been keeping the cordyceps in a proper environment pack, and also in the freezer, and we have to thaw it properly before we actually pack it and send it out by courier. And also for local friends and guests that they like, they recommended to me, I will teach them the way how to put it back to the freezer again, and also leave some in the lower refrigerator so that they can consume. And just by having one cordyceps is sufficient at this size at any of the grade A, B or C, even for adult from age of 20 to the age of 70. For any elderly people, is sufficient for the vitality of your energy. You can feel like every 2 days you need to boil in okay, in a pot, and or you can steep it inside your flask, and it's sufficient to enjoy the rejuvenation properties of cordyceps. Most of the Chinese will double boil it with soup, and also with the dessert like the bird nest. It's also fine, you know, it can be done, but more people prefer it in a very convenient way. So like the local Bhutanese, they even just bite it like this, you know. And the smell of the mushroom is very heavy over here. That shows it's fresh and is preserved correctly. What makes the species red so special? Because in the Tibetan plateau, it doesn't have the red eye, but in Bhutan, they have this special red eye. And because it's only allowed to the mountainous societies that have a household, registered household, to do the harvesting, they allow people from each family. So it makes it very precious, and it's wild. So it takes almost a month to find. Some people will have less than 200 pieces. Okay, and in every kilo, you will find their grading for 3,000 pieces, or in every kilo, you will have a grading for 1,500 pieces, as much as small as I would say 1 kilo for 6,000 pieces. So like for this size, you have something like 2,500 pieces for each kilo. Yeah. So as a merchant, I call myself, to bring this here is because it started with my son, and he has a very weak lungs. So that's why I went searching for cordyceps when I traveled to Bhutan. And I've seen many children. They actually can accept the taste, and also we put it into the porridge. And the rejuvenating part and the evidence of vitality is there. Yeah. It's disclaimer here, I'm not saying it cure, but as you know, like medicinal properties like ginseng, and also the American wild ginseng, this doesn't feel heaty when you consume cordyceps, because cordyceps is a type of medicinal mushrooms that bring out the stamina, you know, and you can feel very energetic, you know, after consuming cordyceps. And there are also some of my guests that follow me to Bhutan. They find that by climbing up a lot to like all the mountains, and also especially to the tiger nest, they can breathe better. Yeah, and that is yeah, amazing. Bhutan wild cordyceps, the red-eye cordyceps, is very rare, and I'm so happy that I'm able to share a little about how the cordyceps looks like, and when it's harvested. And if you have a chance to go to Bhutan, please remember that they are from Bumtang here, and these two lots here are from Lunana, and we have also this lot here from Bumtang, and these are all the places in the central and the northern of Bhutan. So thank you for watching.